Folks, welcome back to Magnus's Loot Crate. I am your host, as always, Magnus Deacon. Now, folks, I bought a set of these, and when I opened the box, it was a set, but it was 5 separate boxes. So, folks, I'm just going to show you all 5 of them in order of appearance. So we have Grimlock. I think somebody left the I out of Grimlock. We have Slurge. Slagus. Sonarl. Last but not least, Swooper. Now, folks, this one did worry me, but I've already opened the box to check, so yeah, it's the right one. Because there's a red version and a blue version, and of course, me being the cartoon accuracy addict that I am, I wanted the blue version. But folks, let's go ahead and dive right into it. So folks, here we have the clamshells, plural of course, for the MechFansToys Dinobots. Now folks, I have to say, these are the clamshells that, yeah, they're nice, but they're not as great as they probably could have been. I like these, but you know, like I say, they're good, but they're not as great as they could have been. Now there are a few accessories that I was expecting to see that kind of didn't come with these guys, mainly Grimlock's crown, but you know what, hey, that's just the way it goes sometimes. So folks, as you can see, they're all fairly decently packaged. The clamshells are a little flimsy for me. I'm not really keen on that, but they are still nicely packaged. So folks, let's go ahead and take these 5 out of that clamshell, stick them on the turntable, see how crowded that turntable can get.
Then send the Dinobots.
Dinobots, we've got a job for you.
Me, Grimlock, no like orders.
Me, Slag, no like anything.
So folks, here are the MechFansToys Dinobots on the turntable in their bot modes. Now folks, one thing I have to say, you may notice that I have one of my unfinished Loot Crate measuring sticks behind them. That one's about 7 inches tall all told. So I figured I'd throw that one on there because that one would be easier to see behind them. But folks, you can tell they've got some decent looking bot modes. Now, I'll mention this in the up close and personal, but I didn't put Grimlock's chest plate on, but that's just one of those things. But folks, I do like the way these guys look. They're very nice. They're definitely good looking Dinobots. Their posability suffers quite a bit. Just because of the way they're made. These are old style Legend toys. I'll try to be forgiving, but I can't make any guarantees. But folks, let's go ahead and pop them off that turntable, stick them each and every one on the scale, and take a look at that up close and personal. So folks, now that you've seen the MechFansToys Dinobots on the turntable in their bot mode, you may have noticed one thing, and Grimlock didn't have his chest plate. I'll go ahead and explain that. It's in with his destruction manual, which, speaking of which, they all come with their individual destructions. And of course, since this is a set, I'm just going to do each one as I go. There is Grimlock. Like I said, I don't have his chest plate on because put your little Autobot logo on there first, then put the chest plate on. That's kind of the idea I'm going for. But he comes with his Pew Pew Blaster, double-barreled variety, and his sword. Next, we have Sludge. Dumbest of the bunch, apparently, from what I've been told. Of course, he comes with his big old fat pew pew cannon and his sword. Then we have Slag. For those of you of the British persuasion, no, I will not be apologizing for using that word. I know what it means, and I know what it means. He comes with his little pew pew blaster and his sword. Next we have Snarl. I definitely like the way they look. Although, I'm going to go ahead and say it now. They're all going to lose out on posability because these were all knockoffs of the DX9 Dinobots. And they weren't really known for their posability, although these guys have the size. So, of course we have Snarl's pew pew cannon and his sword. Finally, we have Swoop. Now, he only came with a sword, but of course, now I'm guessing these two missile launchers pretty much count as guns anyway. Besides that, if you ever watch the cartoon, most of them use their swords for guns anyway. So, hey. These guys are definitely nice. Like I said, the posability is kind of crap, but they're all fairly easy to transform while I'm thinking about it. Sludge here always seems to come with warnings because his neck and his head come in inside of his legs. I've been sent notes by people I've bought these from to be very, very careful when transforming him because that can break pretty easily. So, gonna knock off a couple of points in durability too, but stuff happens. But folks, now that we've seen the Dinobots in their bot modes, go ahead and transform up. Take a look at that dinosaur mode.
Dinobots, transform! Swoop!
So folks, here are the MechFansToys Dinobots in their dinosaur modes. Now folks, I know this is the mode we all came here to see, because this is what made the Dinobots popular to start with. I really like the dino modes on these guys because it's very nice looking. They're really good dinosaurs. Now folks, the one thing that's kind of got me scratching my head a little bit is that nobody else has tried to make Dinobots, not yet. I mean, Iron Factory has a set of Dinobots, but those aren't really, the Dinobots as we know them. But folks, I really love the look of these guys. If you can get a hold of a set, they're definitely worth picking up. And you've got a couple of choices of colors and styles. Mainly Swoop, he can be red or blue. But folks, that is it for 21N through 25N Dinobots from MechFansToys. So folks, that is it for the MechFansToys Dinobot set. Remember, you can always opt for either one. You can either get the one with the blue swoop or the red swoop. But folks, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Throw a comment in the comment section. Let me know what you think of this particular set. Go ahead and take a dip down into the description. Take a look at all the stuff like Magnus merch, all those other goodies, and people that helped me with this video. And folks, I will see you next time.
Has the Imperial Magistrate reached a verdict? I have.
Find these figures and more at the ShowZStore. Links in the description.